Hi there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I am bringing you a re-review of a wig that I reviewed before I got my nice HD camera. This is the angle cut wig by HairDo in the color SS25, which is also known as Shadow Shade Ginger Blonde. Now, the HairDo line is made by Hair You Wear, which is the same company that makes Raquel Welch and Gabor wigs, and also, coincidentally, the Christy Brinkley line. If you are a fan of the Raquel Welch colors, the HairDo line shares the exact same color palette. And a lot of you have already caught on to that, but I'm just throwing that out there. If it looked familiar to you and you're a fan of Raquel Welch wigs, the HairDo wigs are very, very similar to Raquel Welch wigs. And on an associated note, Ellen Villa is also made by the exact same company. It's a huge, huge wig conglomerate, similar to how Adirond's owns like Renee of Paris and Noriko and Amore, and also Revlon and you know, Centu and a whole bunch of like really high-end brands. So I know Wilshire Wigs sells a brand of like European hair, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. That's also made by Adirond's. So it's also made by the, you know, Renee of Paris manufacturers. So it's funny, you know, how all of these things are made by these ginormous companies. But, you know, I digress. Anyhow, I love this wig. I have always loved this wig ever since the first time I reviewed it. This wig weighs virtually nothing. It weighs like 2 ounces, if that. It's like 1.8 ounces. It's ridiculous. It's so lightweight that it gives Jon Renau's Oh So Light wigs a run for its money. It's just feather light, open capped, very nice asymmetrical cut, very on style right now, but this one's one of the lightest of the bunch, and unlike Natalie, which is a Jon Renau wig that, you know, has a little bit more permatease than this one has a little bit of permatease, but it's like virtually undetectable. It's awesome, especially if you want an inexpensive open cap wig, but you kind of hate the boop, 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 boop that goes on, like all the flyaways that can happen when you have a really short permateased wig. I really like this color. I like a lot of Raquel Welch's colors, and I'm going to refer to these as Raquel Welch colors instead of HairDo colors because they're Raquel Welch colors. It has this really nice kind of light brown root. It looks a little darker, but that's just because of the contrast in the video between the blonde and the root. It has a very beautiful gold blonde base with a little bit of kind of like butterscotch thrown in for flavor. That's what that 25 is. The 25 is kind of like a blend between a 24, which is a medium golden blonde, which you'll see right here, and a 26, 27, which is kind of like a strawberry blonde slash butterscotch. So you get a lot of that going on in here, even though it only says SS25. So that's why you see this beautiful contrast between this butterscotch and the gold. And it's just a lovely, lovely blonde color. So I'm going to turn around all the way. I'm not going to take the cap off just because I've already reviewed this wig. I just wanted you to get a chance to see what this looks like in the high def video. You can see it has really nice coverage here on the sides because of these long wispy parts. The nape is really short, but the wig is really comfortable on me, and it gives me very good coverage in the back, even though my bio hair is really dark. And here's this side. So of the asymmetrical pixies, this one is one of my absolute favorites. It's not super poofy. In fact, by comparison to some of the other asymmetrical pixies, it's kind of flat, but I like that. I think it looks really sleek, and the hair fibers feel very nice. They're silky without being kind of slick feeling, and they're shiny, but not super shiny. This one still gets a big thumbs up, double thumbs up from me. I still really love this wig. The only bad thing, and I'm gonna point this out right away in case you wanna order this wig, the only bad thing is because the HairDo line isn't quite as popular as the other lines carried by Hair You Wear, such as like Raquel Welch, Gabor, blah, blah, blah. They only make limited runs. Same thing with the Christy Brinkley line. They only make limited runs of the various styles. And so because of that, if you have a particular color that you really like, once it sells out, it can be several months on back order before it actually becomes available again. That's not quite the same with Raquel Welch. Their wigs are very popular by and large. And so because of that, I mean, and that makes sense. It's a brand that's been established for much longer. So because of that, you know, those styles tend to only be on back order for 1 to 2 months maybe, you know, and that's really pushing it sometimes. But these hairdo wigs, once they sell out in a particular color, it can be several months before they get back into inventory. So if you're at all curious about what's in stock, let me know in advance. It might take me a day or so to get a hold of the manufacturer to find out what's in stock, but once I find out what's in inventory for you, we can help you place your order so that you don't get stuck on a back order list forever and a day. So thank you for watching. And if you're at all curious about more information about this wig, check out my original review, because that one's also in a beautiful color called Shadow Shade Hazelnut. So until next time, have a great one. And check out my website, www.CysterWigs.com.